Tonight, Alan Jackson is a nominee for 4 of tonight's awards, and the songs that he writes constantly inform it like it is easy truths that come from his coronary heart whilst he went to bed. Overdue remaining weak. He could not sleep due to an unconscious that he had for this music. It saved jogging through his head. So early within the morning, he got up and he wrote this music, and we're venerated that he chose to do it for the first time in the front of all. And Sundry, please welcome Mr. Alan Jackson. I'm listening as a songwriter. You always pay attention. Little portions of hook. A fan gave me this blouse, and I simply noticed it inside the closet earlier. Then I got out here this weekend, and I grabbed it and said, I'm gonna put on it with my track. You know, long past country as my existence changed, then my priorities changed. If you too, when you had children and you already know you are taking part in existence, welcome, return to our channel, Alan Jackson, a person who conquered you. A track no longer only with the glitter of the stage, however, through lost, demanding situations and improbable secrets, starting from humble beginnings in Nan, Georgia, his journey is more than a tale of achievement. It is over 30 years of dealing with conflicts in love, fitness, and existence. He offered over 60 million data with 35 of his songs topping the charts. However, no wide variety can honestly inform the tale of a coronary heart that has continued so much and a spirit that has teetered on the threshold of breaking. Alan's songs, full of raw authenticity and longing, embody ache and power, drawing listeners into his international, a global, where his 12 months. Love together with his wife Denise once faltered underneath the storm of betrayal and reputation, and in which he now battles show Mari enamel ailment, a circumstance that has relentlessly examined his fitness and his passion for acting. Alan Jackson's journey has no longer best left a mark on song history. However, has grown to be a symbol of perseverance, circle of relatives, love, and a steadfast willpower to stand you. Track tune be a part of us in this video to discover each emotional layer of his tale, a story that could make you mirror on love's strength and the values we maintain, expensive formative years and career beginnings. On October 17th, 1958, within the small metropolis of Nan, Georgia, a child named Alan Jackson became born, a baby few should have guessed would one day turn out to be a country music icon, the youngest of 5 siblings. Alan grew up in a modest house beside his grandfather's tool shop, an area packed with the smell of motor oil and the clang of metal in this humble life. Coming in touch with the smell of motor oil, in the clang of metal in this humble life. Before getting started in the music, Alan turned to listening to his uncle Peter Allen, the hunter-gatherer in this scene. Sincere, easy values took root alongside desires that were still unshaped in those early days. Song for Alan become nothing more than the gospel hymn sung in church every weekend, where his family gathered to hope collectively. But then in the future, whilst United States artists like Hank Williams Jr. and John Anderson reached Alan's ears, he felt as if he'd entered another international country track. Was more than melodies. It turned into a realm of proper and heartfelt testimonies. Slowly, a dream shaped in his young mind, yet a query lingered. Could a person from a small metropolis step into the glamorous, fiercely aggressive tune industry? That question became riding force, pushing Alan forward after high school. Alan joined a band referred to as Dixie Steel, and started out acting at small local occasions. Those nights, the band handled everything, from gadget to stage setup, often playing without a cent to expose for it. Notwithstanding those hardships, Alan's passion in no way wavered. There has been continually a quiet name inside him, a steadfast notion that he couldn't stop. Then a turning factor got here when Alan met Denise, the female who have become, no longer most effective, the affection of his lifestyles. However, a steadfast supply of encouragement, Denise noticed expertise and an unyielding dream in Alan, and she advocated him to chase it. Together with her aid, Alan made the boldest decision of his lifestyles, leaving balance at the back of Olbeck and transferring to Nashville in 1000. 985. Collectively, they added only a few property, all their willpower and a faith that by some means that they had triumphed over the demanding situations and reached their desires. Arriving in Nashville, Alan and Denise did not expect the hardships of city life. They lived in a cramped condo with few comforts. The one's early days were hard as Alan labored diverse guide jobs to make ends meet, lifting masses, doing repairs, even delivering mail for a television station. Meanwhile, waking up, he lived 19 months in a row to have water in his tea. 19 months out of love for him and Alan. But meanwhile, Denise, operating as a flight attendant, tirelessly contributed to help them benefit a touch balance. A few days, they had to scrape together every penny to get by using, but Alan's dream never faltered. Then a hazard stumble upon changed the whole thing. On a flight, Denise met the famous music star Glenn Campbell, one of Alan's longtime idols. Sensing this uncommon possibility, Denise shared her husband's dream with Campbell. Her sincerity and deep perception in Alan's talent touched Campbell's coronary heart without hesitation. He provided to assist, giving Denise his manager's Touch Records, a small gesture that opened the primary door for Alan within the tune world, no longer lengthy after Alan Jackson's profession truly took off. In 1989, he signed with Arista Information and released his debut Unmarried Blue-Blooded Girl. This marked an essential place to begin, but it was with the discharge of Right Here Inside the Actual International in 1990 that Alan absolutely broke through. The music quickly climbed to number 3 at the charts, bringing his name into the highlight from there. His profession soared with hit after hit, like Don't Rock the Jukebox. 1,991 and Loves were given a maintain on U 992. These songs weren't simply melodies. They have been stories, real feelings from the coronary heart of a boy from N in Georgia. Along with his precise expertise in fashion, Alan Jackson rapidly rose as a vivid big name in USA music, bringing his dream from the small city of Newnan to the pinnacle of fame, profession peak, and distinctive musical fashion in the 1990s. Alan Jackson no longer best reached the pinnacle of his career, however, additionally waged a fierce and tough warfare to keep the soul of us of track albums like Who I Am 1994 and Excessive Mileage 1998 elevated his popularity with songs like Chattahoochee, Living on Love, and Long Past USA, turning into cultural phenomena. But behind these successes turned into an artist with a fierce ardor, steadfast in protecting his proper style. Alan Jackson did not simply want to make tune that pleased the hundreds. He aimed to tell existence's memories about love, pain, and warfare. The factors that made country song true and relatable to audiences as Us of a Tune confronted the powerful impact of pop, the genre have become more polished and commercial than ever. At the same time as many artists selected to evolve to these trends, Alan held firmly to his conventional roots. In spite of going through complaint, rumors circulated that his fashion was outdated and failed to fit the marketplace. A few saw Alan as conservative and a roadblock to the genre's growth. But to Alan, you see, tune turned into a part of America's cultural heritage and the voice of the South, something he believed must no longer be commercialized. To emphasize his stance, Alan collaborated with George Strait on the song Murder on Music Row in 2000, overtly declaring that U.S. song was being killed via industrial trends. Someone killed USA Tune, cut out its heart and soul. The signature sounds of fiddle and metal guitar have been being changed, and to Alan that become an unacceptable loss. The track sparked extreme debate in the community. Some saw it as a necessary wake-up call, while
others viewed it as too inflexible, conserving back the style's evolution. No matter the controversies around him, Alan continued to live actual to his musical identity. He overtly expressed subject over the sluggish disappearance of these familiar sounds, together with the spiritual values United States of America song embodied. Then, after the attacks of September 11th, 2001, Alan all over again verified the power of conventional United States of America track with the song In Which Were You and the World Stopped Turning, a heartfelt tribute to those misplaced in the tragedy. This tune came to Alan spontaneously with a gentle but profound country melody. He first completed it at the 2001 CMA Awards, and the performance became so transferring that his internet site crashed the following day due to overwhelming visitors. Where have been you, deeply touched Americans, Speedy turning into a nice, promoting Unmarried and solidifying Alan's area in song, while making him an international big name. The song became later blanketed in his 2002 album Drive, proposing each the radio launch and his CMA overall performance, and Stay is certainly one of Alan's most celebrated works. At some point of his career, Alan Jackson has stayed real to his unmistakably United States of America style. Hits like Do Not Forget, When, and Power for Daddy Gene do not just speak approximately love and lifestyles, they vividly, painting the Southern manner of dwelling. He brings to life values that beyond generations have loved and held pricey honesty, circle of relatives, love, and appreciation for every simple moment. For Alan, tune is not pretty much chart positions or awards. It is a venture to skip at the lasting values of you. Music to future generations. Must United States of America music keep to conform with present-day trends? Or should it preserve its easy, true sound? Proportion your thoughts and be a part of us in discussing the future of this style in the comments, occasion circle of relatives' existence and private tragedies. Alan Jackson's challenging profession journey appeared to reflect the USA downs of his marriage. His love story with Denise commenced inside the sweetness of youthful days. After they first met, Denise became just 16, and they quickly have become each different world. Their wedding ceremony in 1979 wasn't a glamorous occasion underneath the highlight. It was a simple union, crammed with love and trust in a few destiny they could construct collectively via their more youthful years. Denise became Alan's steadfast assist, sharing every project, dream, and hope. However, no person may want to foresee that fame itself would be the hurricane to shake their courting, as Alan's profession soared within the 90s. Fame added no longer handiest achievement, but additionally temptations and traps, long excursions, and constant time away slowly pushed Alan and Denise into separate worlds. For Denise, the once dependable companion now seemed remote, fed on by way of the WHL wind of fame, feeling on my own. And harm, she sensed the developing divide among them. The breaking factor came in 1998. Whilst Alan admitted to being untrue for Denise, it was a cruel, heartbreaking blow. The man she loved had betrayed her, leaving her devastated. The pain and betrayal sent her right into a crisis. Is uncertain if she may want to triumph over it, but in preference to giving up Denise, turned to faith, searching for comfort and energy on this dark time. She found out that love was extra than romance. It was compassion, the potential to forgive. The only she loved most, she determined now not to permit past selecting, to stand the pain and rebuild their marriage from the fragments. Alan, too, turned into weighed down through regret and guilt. His infidelity delivered neither happiness nor escape. Best a clear expertise of the actual really worth of own family. And, love all through their separation. He faced solitude, knowing that not anything turned into extra precious than Denise's love and the own family they'd built. His regret drove him to make amends, to show to Denise his sincerity, and earn back the trust he had damaged. After a time aside, Alan and Denise selected to reunite, refusing to let younger love be destroyed. With the aid of mistakes and crises, they recognized that irrespective of the demanding situations, their love changed into stronger and Deeper than any trial, Alan remains grateful for Denise's forgiveness, permitting them to rebuild their courting on a basis of sincerity and compassion. In no way fade, do not omit the danger. To sign up for us in exploring these inspiring journeys and memories of tune that linger. Through the years, enroll in the channel and permit each melody from legends like Alan Jackson touch your coronary heart, reminding us all of the power of ardor. Ha, the timeless cost of tradition depart. A love Alan Jackson comment. In case you nonetheless keep a unique location for Alan Jackson and his tune,